Hello, my name is Mariana Contreras, and I'm going to present the three different routes for modern world according to Barrington Moore. First of all, we see the democracy. Democracy has its origins in middle classes. Moore uses the location of the study to enter the discussion. He presents different countries. There are England, France, and the United States. In England, the conflict between two countries and the aristocracy caused the failure of the future parliament and a constant monarchy. In France, the conflict between the two countries and the aristocracy led to the French Revolution, which is stable in a democracy republic. In the United States, finally, the conflict enters the state and the aristocracy led by the American Revolutionary War, which means that it managed to represent a democratic republic. Now we can observe communism. Its origin is by the lower classes. We know communism by the chapter 9 of Barrington Moore's. Its name is The Peasants and Revolution. It examines the role of peasants in modern revolutions. Moore argues that peasants are an important revolutionary force, but only when they act together with other social classes, such as the middle classes or urban workers. Moore uses three cases to illustrate his argument. First of all, we have the English Revolution, the French Revolution, and the Russian Revolution. In England, peasants allied themselves with the middle class, we can say that, to defeat the aristocracy and establish a constitutional monarchy. Finally, in France, the peasants allied themselves with the bourgeois to defeat the aristocracy and establish a democratic republic. Also, in Russia, peasants allied with the urban workers to overthrow the Tsar and establish a socialist state that was the first in Asian continent. Finally, we can observe fascism. In this image, we can observe the symbols of fascism movements like Nazi movement and the Mussolini movement. Its origin is the high classes. Fascism also often arises during an economic crisis. It also was born from economic crises such as a depression or hyperinflation. The economic crisis generates social discontent and creates a breeding ground for fascism. And the first cause can be a weak state. Fascism often arises when the state is too weak to control society. Also, we have the other cause that is a frustrated middle class. Fascism often arises when the middle class is frustrated with the status quo. Frustration can be caused by a variety of factors, such as lack of economic opportunity or a sense that the country is in decline. Moore also uses the case of Italy to illustrate this argument. In this case, we can observe Mussolini in the images. Italy experienced an economic crisis and a weak state in 1920s, allowing Mussolini face his party to grow and organize. Mussolini promised Italians to restore order, stability, and greatness to Italy. Also, we have to mention his important role in Second World War. The Italian middle classes, frustrated with the status quo, supported Mussolini and helped him to come to power in 1922. And finally, Moore concludes that fascism is not inevitable. However, it is more likely to arise in times of economic crisis and when the state is weak, how we explained before. To prevent fascism, it is important to maintain a strong state and strong democracy model and address the causes of social unrest. Also, to hear lower and middle classes and prevent to centralize the power in the higher classes. Thank you.